I know there's a big travel difference between the two. Vancouver now. Does that resonate for you guys at all? Like, it's a pretty significant difference.
Yeah. Honestly, no. This time of the year is just the opportunity to play another round and get in, just play as late as possible. I think that's all that matters. The travel and whatnot, obviously. You try to eliminate those factors by doing whatever you can to recover, and we have everything here as a team, and our staff gives us everything possible to be as recovered as possible. So the travel kind of just becomes a number in the amount of hours on playing together.
Considering the way your schedule is compressed to end the season, getting this done the way you did, I mean, it's got to be reaping some pretty significant benefits right now.
Yeah, I think as playoffs wear on, guys are banged up and dealing with nicks and bruises just from the intensity of the game. So anytime that you have an extra few days to use it the right way and recover, it's great for us as a group. And obviously, we did finish condensed, but we also had a lot of pockets throughout the year where we were able to take advantage of a few extra days off. And I think using some of those practices that we kind of built up during the year over the last couple of days will be vital for us going into the next series.
So now, what about the preparation in the playoffs? Once you get to know your opponent, you really focus in and drill down different than you would in the regular season. And the fact that you don't know yet, does that change at all the preparation in any way?
I would say first and foremost when you get into this situation, it's the physical part of it and preparing your body for the next round. Obviously, other team when you get your pre-scout before. I think there's also an element of not diving too far into the game and trying to nitpick every single tendency or nitpick every single thing that could happen in a game and just go out there and play. I think that's our team is best when we have a little flow to our game and are reading and reacting. So there's that balance there. So for us, the only thing that we can control right now is how we prepare physically and prepare for our next series, and the mental and getting familiar with our opponent. That'll come when we know who we're playing.
Pretty excited for tomorrow night?
Yeah, it'll be exciting to have my sister here. Don't get until late tonight, but to have her here, my parents are coming, and anytime I get to see her play, it's a lot of fun. So, and see her do her craft at the highest level. So it'll be cool to have her here in Edmonton.
I'm guessing you don't get a lot of opportunities to see her in person. Like how often or last time? Do you remember?
Yeah, no, we try to get to a couple games per year. Last year we didn't in the summer, just my wife being pregnant, but. We try to go to a couple games each year, and it's a lot of fun. Obviously, her being in LA and us being in Edmonton, it's maybe there's an opportunity to go down there too once her season starts and check out some games there. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun seeing her in her element.
I didn't check their schedule. Did she watch games 3 or 4?
Yeah, she came to game 3, and then her training camp started the day that we had game 4. So she didn't come to the game, but yeah, she's a big Oilers fan.
I mean, how proud are you? Well, of course. I know you've touched on the family stuff before, but
yeah.
Not just of her excellence, but now she's kind of also in that longevity of excellence category.
Yeah, it's just it's funny. Like when we were growing up, we all wanted to play pro sports, obviously, and I think the first thing was it's hard to get there, it's harder to stay, and she's a great example of getting to the peak and one of the highest levels of her sport and able to maintain that high level of play, and obviously all the stuff that she does for Canadian basketball and playing for Team Canada and on that world stage. So it's a lot of fun. Very proud as a brother, very inspiring. Honestly, I want to. She's had so many different feats and accomplishments in her career, and it continuously drives me of things I want to do too.
She kills it as an analyst, but as a kid, was she always sort of gregarious like that?
Yeah, she was like the big personality of the family. She could sing, dance. Well, she claims so. She could sing, dance. She was always the one that the entertainment at each family gathering, and her knowledge. Obviously, she was so dedicated to basketball throughout her life. So her knowledge of the game, and I mean. Even me growing up, like all we did was spend time at basketball gyms. So if I wasn't at my hockey practice, I was following around my big sister with my little sister, and we were always at basketball gyms. So we were surrounded by basketball our whole life. So her knowledge of the game, and it's a lot of fun, especially when even we're just sitting around the family table and she's breaking down games and whatnot. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Significantly had you thinking about the importance of us media and how difficult the job is?
Now that I have family on your side, there's more appreciation.
Darnell, sorry, one question about Chris. Obviously, you've played under a lot of coaches in the NHL. What do you think of the job he's done since he's taken over here?
Yeah, he's been great. I think obviously just getting a pulse of the room and our team and the feel for each guy and the team that we have here. I mean, he did so quickly. Brought in a level of poise and calm to our room that has helped us get to this point here. And as games and the environment gets, the excitement, energy in the building gets heightened and heightened, having that calm and poise within our game is going to become more and more important. And when your head coach is showing it, it bleeds into the group.
Last one for me. What has Chris and Paul done defensively for you guys since they've taken over?
Yeah, I think just the importance of the details of our D zone and keeping things to the outside. I think just hammering away at that each day, and it's become something I think. Obviously, when you went through the stretches that we went through, you kind of do a little bit of looking for your identity, and defense kind of was the aspect, and he kind of just brought it in. Him and Koff brought it in and hammered it home, and you can see it's paying dividends at this point.
Griffin has one final question for you.
Playing in Edmonton, I think it is the group of guys, the staff, and having the family and the young ones around all the time. I think that's my favorite part.